Okay, my screen did something funky there. My phone's been acting weird since I updated it. Anyway, yeah, butter bread was my favorite. I have now I've transitioned a long time ago to whole wheat bread. I'm not a big fan of white bread. I will eat it. I made French or garlic bread on French bread for my boyfriend and his daughter. I guess my stepdaughter. That's still in the refrigerator, which I am impressed with myself. I have forgotten it's in there. Otherwise, I would have eaten that sucker. I found it this morning when I was searching for stuff for lunch. But other than, I mean, I'm kind of going off on tangents here. I'm sorry. I'm kind of all over the place. Let's see. Well, I've been doing good for lunches. Sort of, kind of, going through and saying goodbye to certain foods. I had at Arby's last Tuesday, just a small, fry and one of their new sandwiches. It was like a bourbon chicken bacon thing. It was actually, it was okay. I'm kind of getting myself in the mindset of not really being interested in food much anymore. I'm more interested in trying new, like, protein sources. I bought some more protein bars. There's one brand that I really like, Think Thin. They make a crunchy chocolate that is amazing. Premier, of course, I drink Premier like it's, going out of style. And I only really like the chocolate so far. I will drink the banana if I have to, the strawberry if I have to. I'm kind of weirded out by the caramel and the cookies and cream. I've tried peaches and cream, not a fan. It kind of tastes like those Dum Dum suckers that are peach? I like those, but I guess not as a drink and not like as a the milky texture just, puts me off. Let's see. Yesterday when I got the call, I ordered everything for my hospital bag. Even a hospital bag. Yesterday was payday, so I found a pretty good cheap bag that kind of folds down on Amazon. So I got that. I got some dry shampoo, chapstick, Gastric, which people say that it doesn't really help, mostly because the gas that they pump into you during surgery, the CO2, is inside your body cavity, not in your system, which you just kind of walk to get rid of it. Still, I bought some Gastric chewables, so that it always helps to take something, kind of like a placebo effect. So, of course, after surgery, I'll get up and walk around, but, kind of just popping those. I got, some it's like the Biotine, lozenges, but it's, or I guess Biotine spray or Biotine mouthwash, but it's like little lozenges. I think it's by a company called Act. They were on an add-on sale on Amazon, so I got 2 boxes of those, 2 boxes of the Gas X. I actually bought one of those, I don't know if people have seen these, the weird little sleeve character pillow thing. They don't have one for gastric bypass, which I was so bummed about, but I still got the sleeve because I need something nice and goofy, because I am goofy. And I think it will help my nephews, when they come see me in the hospital, not be so freaked out. My nephews are, 3 and 4, or 3 and 5, yeah. The little one will be 4 in July. Wow, they're getting so big. But I've got one that he's the youngest. He's really into, like, sores, and you see this mole right here. He loves touching that mole because he thinks it's weird. I think he's gonna be, like, a doctor, like, I guess some kind of wound care, because he likes looking at sores, and he likes to inspect them, and I chew my nails pretty regularly. Well, right now they don't look so bad. But I chew my nails, and he'll see them, and he'll be like, oh, owie. And he'll just sit there and look at it like it's gonna start bleeding, and he wants to see it. So I think he'll be very interested in kind of like all of my little small incisions. The oldest one, he's a little more squeamish, so I think it's gonna be a little bit more of a challenge to get him to be okay with it. Mostly because my sisters and I are fairly close. I personally am not gonna have any children. That's what my sisters are for. And then I have my stepdaughter, which that's all I really need. Pictures of birth horrify me. I'm not getting this surgery because I want to procreate. My boyfriend had his daughter at 16, so we're kind of just like, let's get the party started. He's 32, I'm 34, so here in about 3 years we are free. Which is nice. That's about the same age my mom was when I graduated, so I kind of get all the benefits. I don't want to say benefits of a teenage girl, but those with teenage girls know what I'm talking about. I get the benefit of raising a teenage girl, and that's it. I helped raise my sisters. I helped raise my cousin, who is now 25-ish, I think. How old am I? 34. Yeah, he's almost 25. Or he is 25. I'll be 35. Yeah, that's how that works. But it's just kind of, I've raised all my kids, which is fantastic. I'm 34. I don't feel the need to have little children. And I don't know, they make me uncomfortable, little kids. Once they reach the point where they can walk and talk and laugh at my jokes, I'm okay with them, but I just have to be on all the time for kids, and I get so exhausted. So I know people are looking at me going, he's a selfish bitch, but that's what I want to do. So, you know, once we're done, and we're moving out of Ohio, away from the snow, away from just the rain and the crap. I am asking him to find a base in the Southwest, mostly because of my asthma. It's not going to get better after surgery. It's just gonna, I guess, it's gonna stay the same. It's not gonna get any better. It's not gonna get any worse. As long as I keep up with my inhaler and stuff like that, and I don't let myself go into asthma attacks. That's where your lungs get damaged even more. I have to be careful. I think I'm getting a cold that my boyfriend has. He's laying at home going, oh my god, I'm dying. No, you have a cold, that's it. I just have to be careful not to get pneumonia. I've had it almost every year since I was a freshman in high school. I thankfully didn't have it a couple years in my 20s, but still, I've had some pretty rough colds that I've almost gotten into pneumonia. So, I mean, living in the Southwest would be awesome. My lungs would dry out, which is great. Sorry, I have to get this email from work. Oh, okay, I got 2 orders. Sorry, I'm at work, and it's in the middle of, like, my morning. So I've got everything done. I just wanted to kind of update you guys on what's going on. I actually had a subscriber. Hi, whoever you are. That was exciting. Somebody actually wants to listen to me ramble on. Excuse me. Other than that, lunch today, I grabbed a whole bunch of protein. I grabbed some chicken strips, some pepperoni, and I think some leeks I made last night. I think I grabbed the right container. I like leeks, and I like onions, but onions like kill my digestive system. It just feels like the worst thing. I love grilled onions. I can't do non-cooked onions. I mean, every once in a while, but I can't take it in large slices, like on hamburgers and stuff. McDonald's hamburgers, no. So what I found is leeks are onion tasting, but not that strong. So if you like onions, you'll like leeks. And basically, leeks come in huge stock unless your store cuts them down. Mine does not. Sometimes people use the entire stock, which is fine. You can use it in composting and stuff like that. I personally don't compost because we live in the middle of a small town, but we've got a groundhog that has taken residence on the hill right behind our deck, and a possum that is living underneath our deck. So I don't throw anything out that is organic, basically, because I don't want to encourage them to stay around. My cats go crazy when they see them out back, and I open the patio door. They leave the screen door. They don't go outside, but they like looking at all the birds and everything. So, but leeks are kind of, don't quote me on this, but they're grown in the South. They're grown in sandy soil, so coastal areas. They're an onion, they look like a huge green onion. You cut off the tops, you cut off the bottom to get rid of the roots, and then you gotta soak them, or at least wash them really good. Peeling, they've got layers, so you kind of peel away until all the gritty, sandy soil is gone, because it kind of hides in between the layers. And then I just chop them up and kind of saute them in a little bit of olive oil, and then I finish them off with some chicken stock and some Mrs. Dash. I get mine from my Mrs. Dash from Miss Kirkland's. It's Kirkland's brand, and I think it actually tastes better. It's actually got a less of a pepper kick and more of kind of that fruity lemon orange kind of taste that Mrs. Dash has. So that's kind of what I brought for lunch. I'll go home. We had ribs last night. I cooked some ribs and used some spicy barbecue sauce. It wasn't too bad, but I won't be able to eat it after surgery. So I'm kind of easing my boyfriend into the new way that we're going to be eating. He's gained some weight, even though he's kind of normal sized. He's kind of like one of those really skinny people who have a big stomach. I think you know what it looks like. He's pregnant. I try not to say anything. Mostly because I love him and I don't want him to get down about himself. But I keep reminding him that, we can go to the Y. I always ask him if he wants to go to the Y, if he's home. If he's on a trip, he's usually working out anyway, which is kind of weird. And I understand. But we have 2 treadmills in the basement, and he's a runner, so that's what he usually does. But I always make sure to invite him to the Y when I go, just because, I'm like that. But I think he's gonna get kind of a kick in the pants when I start losing weight, because I don't think he really realizes how quickly this weight's gonna come off. I've seen people who have lost 200 pounds in a year. I don't expect to be one of those people. 100 pounds, 150 pounds, maybe at the very most. My goal weight is like 175. If I get under that, great. As long as I don't look too sickly or anything. But I have not been under 200 pounds since I was in the 8th grade, 9th grade. So freshman in high school. So it's not really 175 is a huge number for me. That's kind of what my goal is going to be for a year from now. But other than that, I've been talking for quite a while, so I will get off here. I'll try and post a little bit more religiously. I just had a very, very rough time with insurance. I guess their excuse was they approved R&Y, but they didn't approve sleeve, and some communication got crossed between my coordinator at OSU and the insurance company. So they wanted to double check that RNY was covered. If the surgeon says sleeve is better for me, I'm going somewhere else. I don't foresee it as being an issue because I've never had stomach surgery. I've never had acid reflux, but I don't want any of those problems that are associated with the sleeve. I mean, people are on Prilosec for their entire lives until they get a revision. Not interested in having GERD, not interested in, you know, kind of the weight gain that happens after sleeve, because, I mean, yeah, 90% of your stomach gets taken out, but that's, all of that gets stretched out again. And with the RNY, it's the upper part of the stomach that's kind of created as a pouch, and it's the least resistant to stretching. So, you know, I need that restriction. I know eventually I won't feel it anymore, mainly because my mindset will have changed. But other than that, I'm excited. The nurse practitioner should get my file done by, I'm hoping, the middle of next week, and then I'll get a phone call from surgery. So once I get that phone call, I'll let you guys know. Let me know if you want me to cover anything, you know, kind of what I do for exercise, what I do for, you know, meals. You know, I will just get ideas from you guys, and then I'll kind of just post, like, what's going on. This morning, I did realize swimming has created a bald spot. Probably because, I put my hair back all the time. And I started putting my hair back when I sleep because it's starting to get warmer out, and, I just dying of heat. I probably need to cut my hair. Not totally off, but enough. But holy moly. Look at that. It's like male pattern baldness. What's going on? So weird. But yeah, there's little hairs. I think it's more my swim cap for bringing out these tiny little baby hairs, but I don't know. I kind of have it on this side, but not as bad. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way my scalp is. Other than that, I'm gonna get back to work. I've got 2 orders that I need to put in for tomorrow. But hopefully you guys are having a great week. I'm finally having a good day. I was very, very anxious, so I guess the takeaway from this, surgery is approved, and I will let you guys know when I have my surgeon appointment. So if you have any questions you want me to ask my surgeon, if you want me to, you know, ask certain things, let me know. I know there's only 1 subscriber, but I know I got a comment, so I need to look at that. And thank you for the comment. I haven't read it yet. I know I keep saying I'm gonna leave. I saw it on my iPad here when I was setting it up. So thank you for the comment. I appreciate it. And I'll get back to you, I promise. And I guess see you guys when surgery's approved. Right, surgery's approved. Surgery's already approved. Damn it. When I have my surgery appointment. If you want to look up my program, it is at the Ohio State University. I have to say I think I've mentioned this before, so I get a little upset. It's at the Ohio State University. You just look up bariatric surgery. My doctor is going to be Dr. Bradley Needleman. He is the one who brought laparoscopic bariatric surgery to OSU, and he has trained 2 students for a fellowship. As much as I am all for teaching medicine, I want the doctor that's teaching rather than the student. So that's why I went with Dr. Needleman versus, there's another doctor, Dr. Noria. And this is going to sound bad, but I would prefer a male doctor. I know people are going, what? You know, yes, I am a feminist to a point, but there are certain things that are kind of ingrained in me that I can't get rid of. And I'm sorry, I would love to say, I mean, if the places were reversed and Dr. Norio was the teaching fellow and Dr. Needleman wasn't, I would choose Dr. Noria, but she's not. And I've heard some things about her. Some people love her, some people do not like her, and I am not good with women at all. I have very few women friends. I get along with guys better, mostly because I have more of a guy attitude. I guess borderline butch lesbian, which is kind of funny. I think I'm getting into like the non-PC stuff, but I'm sorry. I am the way I am, and other people are the way they are. So I'm making the best decision I am for me. So I will close everything now before I open my big fat mouth and say something else that I'm not supposed to. But all right, thank you so much for watching. I of course have an email. It's at the bottom or at the description of this video. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you have any comments, please be gentle. Make them nice. You know, not everybody's the same. You know, not everybody's wrong. Not everybody's program is the same. So, be nice. Be kind with your words. Like I tell my nephews, be kind with your words. Some people don't know. Other than that, thanks for watching.